Hello there, Gemini. Thank you for stopping by for your Tarot Weekly video forecast for the week of December 7th through the 13th. On Monday, what we have coming up for you is we have the Page of Clubs in reverse. And the Page of Clubs in reverse just tells me that you are going to be getting a message today that is going to be making you feel not inspired. So you're going to be finding out something and you're just going to go, oh, I don't really want to deal with that. That's what's coming up for Monday. That's kind of the typical Monday anyway, isn't it? Get up, go to work, and realize, man, I still have all this stuff to do. I don't want to deal with that. I remember that. I used to be in an office. Okay, so Tuesday, what we have showing up is we have the Sun card. Now, I love, 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 love the Sun card. The Sun card just means that you're having a day when you get to work on what you want to work on. You get to do it your way. You're really enjoying it and you're feeling very productive. And so by the time you go to sleep, you're very happy about what you've accomplished during the day. It's really a wonderful card to have come up for a card of the day. And then on Wednesday, what we have coming up, another good card, we have the Falling Tower in reverse. And the Falling Tower in reverse, I feel like this for a lot of you, this is actually tied to the Sun card. They came up right next to each other, but I feel like it's tied to the Sun card. And I feel like something that you're doing on Tuesday kind of inspires Wednesday, what happens on Wednesday. So what is happening on Wednesday? What's that falling tower thing all about? It looks scary. It's not really. It's basically talking about that before Wednesday you had some kind of situation where you had felt very secure in that situation and like it would last indefinitely, but something happened that situation was kind of just whisked out of your life suddenly and unexpectedly. And so you're left kind of scrambling, like, well, what happened there? How do I fix that? How do I fill these holes that leaves? And so what's going on Wednesday is that you're starting to get your feet underneath of you about this situation, and you're also starting to find out that there are other opportunities around you that are actually better than what was going on before that got whisked away. So it's a really good card, like I said. And I feel like whatever you're doing Tuesday that you love to do, that's your thing, that makes you feel productive, sort of leads you into finding those better opportunities on Wednesday. Now, Thursday, we have another great card. We have the Five of Coins in reverse. And I like this card better in reverse, actually. This card, when it comes up in reverse, says that there's something going on with your budget so that things are loosening up, so that you have more money to go around. You have more money to play with. So this could be that maybe Thursday you make the final payment on your cell phone or on your vehicle or on your home. And so now all of a sudden, whatever it was that you were paying every month for this thing, now you have that much extra cash in your budget to spend on something else. So there's a little bit of breathing space, a little bit of new room in your budget. Maybe you get a raise at work. Maybe you get a second job, but there's more coming in or there's less going out, but you have new room in your budget. So let's move on to Friday. Gemini's Friday, Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is kind of a good card in one way and kind of not in another. It's hard on our egos, I think. The Eight of Swords says that you have some kind of problem you're feeling really stuck in on Friday, but it says that that problem is really just in your head. So that's why it's good, is because it's not really a problem. The bad part is because we don't like to think that we have problems that are just in our head. That kind of hurts the ego. But basically what's going on is you do have a situation, you're not quite sure how to handle that situation, you don't see a good resolution here. And the thing is that the limitations that are in this situation that are holding you back are limitations that you've placed on yourself. So if you can step back and get a different perspective on this situation, say that you try to look at it like, imagine if you were telling your neighbor about this situation, what your neighbor might say or how your neighbor might respond to this situation, then that kind of helps you see this through different eyes. You don't have to actually tell your neighbor. You can just think about, well, what would they say if I told them about this? And once you can get that different perspectives, a lot of times it's real easy to see how to handle the situation. So that's why I see this as a good card, because yeah, you've got a problem, but it's not that hard to solve actually, because it's not a real problem. It's just one that's kind of, you've limited yourself and you just have to figure out how you did that so you can take that limit off of yourself. Okay, so let's move on to Saturday. Saturday we have the Five of Cups. And this card really just talks about resetting priorities. See how some of these cups are spilled, but there's a cup by the guy's foot that's still upright, and there's a cup that he's holding and he's treasuring. So this is about resetting priorities. Typically what happens is something comes up that disappoints us. Maybe there's a project that we're working on that we got some disappointing results with, or maybe we're in a relationship and something happened in that relationship to disappoint us, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship or whatever. And so now we've decided that, you know what, maybe I don't want to put so much time or energy into that project or that relationship. Maybe I want to set my priorities somewhere else. And so that's what's going on, is that resetting of priorities on Saturday, recovering from that disappointment and deciding, well, what am I going to do about this? Okay, something disappointed me. What am I going to do about this? It's a good card in that it's not a mopey card at all. It's not moping around. It's not sitting there doing nothing. It's not a victim card. It's resetting things. It's going, okay, well, that didn't work so well. What next? What's the new plan? So that's a good thing. Sunday, what you have coming up is you have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a fantastic card. This is a card talking about getting to spend some time with friends. Now this can be getting an email from an old friend you haven't heard from for a long time, but generally I see this as more of something like a phone call where you're actually hearing that person's voice, or something that you're doing in person with friends. That is usually how that comes through for me. Not always, but usually. So some good time with some friends on Sunday for you Geminis. So that is your week. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. I appreciate it all. Everybody have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here next time. Peace out.